Okay, so we're going to do another series of Rimworld. I have things set up here in a very particular way. This is going to only be 2 people. They're going to be very old, and I'll go to prepare carefully and deal with that in a minute. But here's how we're going to do this. Obviously, disable crop blight. It's a waste of time. It's not hard. It doesn't provide any extra difficulty. It's just a waste of time. So, to get random characters, a wanderer is going to join every 6 days. A transport pod is going to crash every 5 days. So we'll have people constantly coming in, but they will be random, and I won't be able to select them. Now, in the case of a transport pod crash, I don't have to rescue them if I don't want to. In case of a wanderer join, I don't have that option. I will guaranteed have to take the wanderer join. Oh, and farm animals wander in, just because I felt like that would be fun. Oh, there is one more thing I want to add. Actually, I almost forgot about this. Start with. Where are we at here? Grand sculpture is the biggest one. Grand sculpture. Made out of jade. 1. Unfortunately, that will be our memorial to Elmbeck. Rest in peace. Okay. I bumped up the numbers on a couple of these a little bit. We're starting with 3 rifles, even though we only have 2 characters. We're starting with more survival meals and more medicine, because we'll have people coming in. I'm not starting with more components. I'm not starting with more silver. I'm not starting with an extra revolver or an extra knife or an extra. I took out actually the flak vest and the flak pants. I never end up using them anyway. 1 random pet. Now I'm going to go 2 random pet. Because we do have 2 people, so that makes more sense. Bumped up these packaged survival meals as well. Otherwise, pretty much your standard scenario. So we'll go next. And it's going to be Randy double. Medium difficulty. I never go any higher than medium difficulty, but for the purposes of this, it would also be kind of boring if I went lower than that, so. Last time I think I went Cassie 2X. But, makes things more interesting to have random. This could go terribly, this could go fantastic. And I will do a reload anytime mode, because, well, I have enough mods that you never know when it's going to glitch out. We'll go next. Randomized seed is fine. I'm going to up the rainfall 1 square. I do want only 30% globe coverage, because otherwise it just takes longer to load the world. Generate. Now, I already have an idea as to the type of biome I'm going to want to land in. Temperate forest is easy. I think I did that the last time. Boreal forest is the one I did the last time. It's a little bit harder than temperate forest, but it's really not too bad. Tundra would be bad. Desert would be bad. What I think I want to do, is it tropical rainforest or tropical swamp? Is it temperate swamp? I think it's tropical rainforest. Yeah, it's definitely tropical rainforest. Okay. So let's find a large hills. It's hopefully also on a river of some sort. And terrain, and I'd prefer one that doesn't have caves. This one doesn't have caves. Growing period year round. Forgeability 100%. 10 to 32C. Bunch of types. We have a river coming through the middle of it, which is going to be nice. Yeah, I think we found our seed. Now, where's the nearest purples? Up here. That's not great, but it'll do. I can always trade with yellow for a while. Or just convert blue real quick because they're right there. Yeah, I think that's my best option, is just going to be converting blue. Because I'll be able to get to this road fairly quickly and then just right down the road. Although if I can get to the road, there's also a road and dirt path that goes right up to these 3 purples. So that would be fine as well. So, I think we're set. I'm going to go to next. And prepare carefully. Always, always prepare carefully. Now, I want these to be really strong, but also really old, because I want it to be to the point where the other characters, the randoms that I get, are the ones that are basically running the show. So these two are going to be my characters. So I think what I'm going to do is give one of them, well, obviously not this. I'd prefer somebody that can cook. This is the cooking disabled. Okay. No disabled work types for the first 2. Now, disabled work types are one of the things I tend to try to avoid in the long run. But we can only do what we can do. Cave World Illuminator will work. Okay, so the guy character has a double fire in melee. So I'm going to bump him up to 8 melee. 8 construction. 8 mining. Like I said, these 2 characters are going to be OP. I'm aware of that. 8 plants. 10 medical. The first 2 are definitely going to be 10 medical. 6 social. He doesn't need to be intellectual. The other one could be intellectual. We'll give him 8 animals. So, basically, the other one will be the same as this, except instead of construction and mining, cooking and crafting. Or, no, I want everybody on mining. Instead of construction and plants, the other one will be cooking and crafting. I definitely don't need art at this stage. Let's knock that down to 2, just for the sake. Knock that down to 0. Okay. So he'll be the 6 intellectual, 7 intellectual. She'll be 7, or he's 7 social, 0, 2. 7 social, 2 intellectual, 7 intellectual, 2 social. Double fire and 0 fire the others, so they're 0 fire that. 10 medical. Fire. Yes. Alright. No melee. 8 shooting. Double fire. 8 mining. Single fire. 8 cooking. Single fire. 8 crafting. Single fire. 8 animals. Single fire. No plants. And yeah, we'll go 4 construction, just because construction is such a huge thing early on. We'll go 4 cooking here too, just because that's also a pretty huge thing early on. But no crafting for him, and no plants for her, which is not ideal in the long run, but You know, like I said, these characters are not ones I'm going to be relying on in the long run. We'll knock art down. Knock art down here too. Okay, so 5/8 and a 5. 4/8. No, 5/8 because shooting and 5. And then 10/7/2, 10/2/7. Nobody can do art. Good there. Okay, now age. $65 on both. He's also 65. Perfect. Now, definitely don't need undergrounder. Sanguine is fine. The traits are going to be pretty OP to start off with 2. But there are 2 I definitely want. Jogger. And where is it? Super immune. We're going to be in a rainforest. There's going to be a lot of disease. I want the colony to be able to get going at the beginning. And for her, I will keep tough and add jogger and super immune. My 2 favorite traits, jogger and super immune. Okay. So we're good. Oh, didn't save the age. 65. Enter. There. Now it saved the age. Let me make sure. Good. Okay. The 2 first characters, a little OP, but that's fine. Relationships. What's all this? Conway's ex is out there somewhere. Let's change what this relationship is. Go ahead and add something with Conway, but make it like... Oh. No, it's only those. Cancel. Oh, other relationships. Yeah, of course. Okay, so we're going to have Conway's... son out there somewhere. And no, I'm not making these 2 siblings. That's a little weird. They can, however, be a thing. Because that might be fun. Oh, no, that's... Add it down here. Yeah, I'll make them a thing. Let's say... that. Okay. There we are. Any randoms that come in, I'm going to close this because I'm just going to want to name them when they come up. Okay. Female monkey and male ancient spirit wolf. Well, monkey's not super useful, but I'll definitely take the spirit wolf. What I am going to add, since I wanted a pet of some sort. Let's see. Let me scroll. Is there any sort of a dog or anything on this page? A greyhound. We'll do that. We'll add a female greyhound because the monkey was female. Okay, there we are. Jade Grand Sculpture. Ancient Spirit Wolf. Alright, we're good. Our points spent are only 15,886, which isn't honestly that bad. I've started colonies with like 22,000 points before, with like 3 characters. If you load up a lot of characters, your points go up real quick. My points for the 8 character colony from the last one were massive. Because, well, it's 8 characters you're going to. But it's also not directly proportional. Like, 8 characters aren't going to give you 4 times as many points as 2 characters. Alright, generating map. And we'll see how our seed looks, and then call that a intro episode, and stop and start and record another episode. Okay, so once they've landed, pause. There's a tiger right there. So we'll definitely, at least to start, need to leave some non-predator animals. Unforbid all items. Okay, so we'll leave some non-predator animals so the tiger has things to eat, so he doesn't come and eat us. There, right there is a big patch. That's marshy soil, which isn't great, but this, a lot of rich soil like around this. That's gonna be good for planting. Where do we got like a natural resource barrier here? We don't. This is not a great map. But, you know, part of this was I wanted a challenge. We use that as a bit of a wall here. Okay, we'll probably build like something like there, I guess. I don't know. This is awfully small for a base, otherwise that would be probably my main area. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I'll go here. Eventually, like, link this into maybe this wall. Then come around and include this marsh area, but you're gonna get moisture remover thing. That's a research, and it's a research that's a far away one. What do we got in terms of wildlife? A lot of boomalopes, cassowary, chinchillas, geckos, guinea pigs, hedgehogs, lemurs. Yeah, we're gonna be fine from the tiger for a while. There's a thing of jade. There's a thing of aquamarine right next to us. There's some tanzanite in the river. This river's pretty nicely placed for like fishing, which will be good. Alright, so right there we're going to call it an episode.